What it did though was make me work out again who I was, understand who I was. So when I go back to purpose and when I talk to any company or business, and it's one of the things that I do find consistently lacking in our leadership today, is that very few people understand how they coach, how they lead, how they manage. And of course, one of the most difficult coaching jobs of all is being a parent. We know that. That's the hardest coaching job. So for me then to walk into this interview and tell them why I should be the person employed to coach Queensland and win them a shield, I had to actually understand who I was before I could walk in and say, well, how's it going to happen? So I had to understand my purpose. And I won't necessarily delve into that too much now, but all I can say is that if you haven't taken the time and you're not quite sure on who you are, then you must. No matter what level you sit at in an organisation, high or low, anywhere, because you do know that in your roles you will influence people in some way, shape or form, good or bad. What those people want from you, those people that you will influence, is that they want you to be consistent. You know, we talk about relationships. That's what is about. That's what managing is about. That's what leading is about. It's just dealing with people. And people, as you know, as we all know, are not always that consistent. But when you're in a role of being a leader or manager, that's all they expect of you. They mightn't like you, they might wholeheartedly agree with you, and everything in between. But in the end, they want you to be solid. They don't want you day one to be someone and then day two you turn up to be somebody completely different. Because it is very difficult for that person then to forge any sort of relationship, any form of trust, any form of loyalty with you. It doesn't mean that you don't deliver that differently, of course. So whoever you are, some days you can be happy, some days you can be sad, some days you can be angry, whatever. Some days you just don't turn up. You know, so the point being is, though, in underneath the style and the delivery is the rock, the person. Okay, so that's what I did. I understood. It took me time, but I understood who I was. So when I went into that job, and they said, "Well, how are you going to win us the Sheffield Shield?" I said, "That isn't the role. That's not my purpose. I'm not here to do that. My purpose, my vision, if you like, for Queensland Cricket was that for the next 10 years, we were going to dominate domestic cricket. That was where we were going. Right? As a group, as an organisation, that's where we're going. And that meant the strategy, the overarching strategy, was that it was about systems and processes. That I didn't believe, or I believed, I suppose, that the reason why we hadn't been winning shields, or indeed if we did win a shield that we wouldn't be able to sustain it, is that there was poor system and poor process in and around the team. So my job was to definitely change the way that we systematised our Queensland Bulls cricket team. And then, given that, somewhere in there we'd win a shield, all right? That was fine, we'd win a shield somewhere in there. But the important thing is we needed to lay a foundation so that we could then sustain that performance over a long period of time and dominate the competition. And that's what we set about doing.